What's up, friends? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. How is everybody doing today? In today's live stream, I have a whole box here of new makeup to do, a little haul for you guys and a little swatcheroo. I'm going to give you guys some of my first impressions. I am wearing some of this makeup on my face today, and I did film a members only video that should be going live this week, just showing you guys all of these products more so in natural light. So if you are a member, definitely watch out for that. I have some of the new Chanel Les Beiges collection to talk about today. I would love to hear your thoughts if you have any of this makeup. Shout out to my replay crew. If you're watching this on the replay, please comment down below as you are listening, because I love to read all of your comments. And hello to everybody who is here live. Let me say hello to everybody. Amy was here nice and early. She said, I'm showered and ready to get this party started. Lexi is here. We've got beauty makeup with Iris. Welcome to the live. Tyga, welcome to the live. Tracy. Oh, thank you, Amy. Amy said, I watched you on the podcast and it was very interesting and informative. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was on a podcast today, which is available on YouTube, and I figured you guys you would bring it up. So I did link it in the description box if you want to watch that that podcast after this. I basically am talking more about like the behind the scenes of YouTube strategy. So if anybody out there who's watching, if you have a channel, if you're looking to grow your channel, it's just me kind of giving like my 2 cents about YouTube strategy and in like the beauty and style niches in particular. Thank you, Tracy. You listened to it too. Welcome to the live. Paula, Nidia is here. Clarissa, Cheryl, welcome. Sabriel is here. Joanne, how are you? Phyllis is here. Happy Wednesday, Dee. Hello, Courtney. Yes, the Makeup Book Club. Christas, welcome. We've got Lisa here. Shug is here. Clarissa. Oh, maybe I think I said Clarissa already. Peace and quiet. Christas is testing out. Oh, her Sephora order just came. Yeah, my Sephora order came yesterday. So I can show you guys the couple of things that I didn't get to show in my video. Cindy, hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, Dee said part of my haul came today. Perfumes. Which perfumes did you get? Stephanie is here. Cheryl is here. Alicia, wealthy lady of leisure. I always love that name. Jennifer, Lem, or Lem. Hey, everybody. You guys are so excited. Alicia, hello. Also, if it is your first live, please let us know so we can welcome you. Hi, Melissa Hubbard. Evie is here. She said, let's see those goodies. Just a second. I'm going to show you the goodies. Cindy, hello. Hey, girl, hey. Nina is trying to stay awake. Well, thank you for joining us. I know those of you who are in Europe and other countries, I don't know how you do it. I mean, I'm kind of a night owl, so I guess I do, but 2 a.m. is pretty late. Hey, Sandy, how are you? I'm so glad you like the podcast. Ronabella is here. I wish we could reply to each other. I know. I totally get it, Joanne. Rose is here. Chrissy, Lisa, Angela. Hello, Nirka. I think I pronounced it wrong. Rodriguez. She said, I hope all is well. Nice to be in the live. Welcome. Amanda Panda. Valeria. Trisha says, pretty eyeshadow. It's the Chanel. I know, it's cute, right? You can really see the pink in this lighting too. Charlie is here. Hi, Anne-Marie. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thanks for always joining, even though it's late for you. Thank you, Laurie S. as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That makes me feel so good. I'm very honest, as you can see also in my podcast interviews. Amanda Panda First Live! Welcome! Manya is joining from Tokyo. I want to be in Tokyo. Hi, Heather. Thank you for your what not to buy. So good and helpful. I'm so glad. I know sometimes those videos, I don't know, like I'm a little bit nervous that I'm going to make somebody mad because it's like a negative video. So I haven't read the comments yet, but I hope you guys liked, it's like it's just a different point of view. So I try and make them like every once in a while. Jess, hello. Welcome to the live. Michelle. Sylvie, hi. Hi, Daisy, Tara. What a good showing today. Oh, she recognized my voice. Hi, Tammy. Jess said, thank you for posting about the Dior summer collection today at Sephora. I didn't know if that was a dream or real. I made my order finally. Oh my gosh. And I literally ordered that stuff like the night before. Why does this keep happening to me? The Dior stuff, the Tom Ford, all of that stuff, I bought full price and then it ends up at Sephora, but it's okay. I would have waited if it wasn't for the fact that, I don't know, I kind of just, because I review it, like I just buy it as soon as I see it. Heather, have you ever put on makeup that doesn't look fabulous on you? Lol. Yes. Sometimes it doesn't look good. Sometimes the foundation is awful. Usually foundation. I feel like most things I can make it work. But if it's like foundation that just like, I don't know, is too drying. D said, I finally got to order the Dior Riviera Quint at midnight last night. Okay, yeah, so I got, just so you guys know what I got, because I know you totally want to know. Even if you don't, I'm going to tell you. I ordered the highlighter with like in the Daisy Compact. I ordered the eyeshadow palette with the blue. And then I ordered the lip maximizer in the shade that you would think that I would get. That's like the brownie one. What's it called? Let me see here. I saw that and I was like, ooh, is that new? And it was. New arrivals. We'll see if this stuff is any good. I hope it sticks around. Oh no, Sunbeam. No, Solar. Oh, it's sold out on the Dior website. I got the shade Solar. Cerulean and Solar are sold out. Sunbeam looks pretty. Golden Hour looks pretty. So yeah, that was the one that I got. Alicia liked the what not to buy video. Tracy said, if you ever disagree with me, it always makes me rethink it. How much do I really like it? Is it just the brand I love or the actual product? Deborah wants to know which eye palette I'm wearing. I am wearing the new Chanel Soft palette that I'm going to show you guys in a second. Nicola said, I wish I had known Dior Summer was coming to Sephora. I wish I had gotten to use my Rouge discount. Me too. It's not all at Sephora. Like, I think it's just the two compacts, which I honestly, guys, I am shocked. Like, Do they have a lot of inventory of this? Because I did not think that that was going to come to Sephora. Yes, all Ali Makeup said it's so strange to me that Sephora received the summer collection of Tom Ford, but we never received the blushes. I would have liked to have picked some up in the sale. Yes, I would have loved to have recommended those in the sale because I like those blushes and the Prada lip glosses, right? They're still not at Sephora. Michelle, new member. Welcome. Ledley said, I still crack up thinking when you posted that pic wearing soda saying it looked poopy. It did look poopy. I was going to put those in the do not buy video, but I felt like I don't think that those are a bad product. I just like didn't think that they were that unique. I don't know. I went back and forth on those. I didn't really like those Westman lippies. I feel like they're one of the most popular products in the sale, but I didn't really like them. And then yeah, that shade looked kind of poopy on me. Which Sonia G brushes are a must-have? I have a Sonia G brush ranking video. I know it's a little bit older, but most of those, like, she doesn't come out with that many new brushes. So I would definitely check that out. I think it's called the Face Pro is an excellent one. The Jumbo Blender for eyes, the Mini Booster for eyes, the Soft Shader for eyes. Those are the ones that come to mind immediately that I love. The Mini Cheek is really good. These are like my top faves. So good. I would like to buy more Jumbo Blender. Every time I think to buy them, though, they're not in stock. That's the problem. Veronica said, I love your videos. I've been watching at work. Oh, good. I'm so glad I could entertain you. Oh, no. Tracy said, I wanted cerulean. Sylvie, so the link to the podcast is in the description box. But actually, hold on. I'll just let me see if I can post it here. I just have to like go back out into my studio. I'll post it here, but like once the live is over and stuff, you will find it in the description box if you want to watch it. Yes, Nordstrom does have the Dior eyeshadow palettes. I did add that to my shopping guide. Have you tried the D&G mascara? I love it. Yes, I have tried it. I didn't like it enough to repurchase it, but I remember it being pretty good. Lizzie Devine said, I bought Moonlight Dip. I feel like I'm missing something, but I love the peach. Can you do a review of the Dior summer collection? I'm not going to be doing a standalone review. If the collection is still in stock by the next time I do my Luxe edit, I will review the products if stuff is still in stock. But that would be like 2 or 3 weeks from now. So I don't have that. I don't have it in my content calendar at the moment because I did a lot of Dior reviews in like January and February, and like nobody really watched them. So I stopped doing those. I will show it. I should get those products this week though. So I definitely will like review them here on my live streams, but I'm not going to be making any more standalone videos like that. What lipstick are you wearing? Okay, so I just tried these Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb sticks and they are bomb. These are so good. And I'm so glad that I gave these two a try because I tried one of the glittery ones and the glittery ones are awful. Like, do not buy the glitter ones. They are legit gritty. Like, nah, no, don't try the glittery ones. But the regular ones, I'm really happy to report are so good. So this one is called Sorta Selfish. I'll put a little more on. These are kind of a hybrid between a YSL candy glaze and those like Mario lip surge. What are they called? Plumping lip surge. You know, the Mario ones that like melt onto the lips. I feel like they're a combo of that. These are so good. They're so, so good. And then the other one that I got that's really pretty is called Spice Cold. And this one has more of a rosy tone to it. Both of these colors are fire. So if you're looking for lip recommendations in the Sephora sale, I would definitely take a look at these. Like, I don't know, I like the packaging. There's nothing I don't like about them. They do have that kind of peach scent that you get from the gloss. It's basically a more glazed, balmy version of the gloss, which is a really good formula. Which of the new Tom Ford quads are cool tone? I don't know if I can speak to that because I don't have all of them. I'm not sure. I wouldn't say that they all look warm. Are you talking about the Soleil ones? Are you talking about the Soleil ones? Did I get Nectar from the Les Beiges blushes? No, I only got the shade Sorbet. I got Sorbet. I didn't get Nectar. This is like a lifetime supply of liquid blush. Like, this is so much. I was like, I'm just going to get one. Oh, Nicola said I got the Elia blushes and I am. Oh, and Laura Mercier blush in the sale based off your rec. I love them. I love it. Rose, it did look poopy, lol. Pauline wants to know if the Chanel collection is available. It's not available. I was able to get it in store, like they reserved it for me. I don't know if the wicker basket is in store only. My assumption is that this will all be online. Every single time one of these collections come along, they're like, oh, it's going to be so limited. It's going to be really, really limited. And then it's at like Nordstrom the next day. So I'm sure there will be things that sell out. I don't feel like this is going to sell out as quickly as the past two. I don't know. That's just me. I could be totally wrong. I don't think this is going to sell out as quickly. Miriam, new member. Yay. Welcome. Iris says, I love the positive vibes on this live. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Swatches by Low. She was watching the podcast. That's why she's late. It was a long one. It was like 2 hours of recording that. And I was kind of excited they like didn't really trim it down much. Like they included all the stuff. So that was fun. Did I get any of the Dior lip tints? I did not. I don't like the Dior lip tints. I don't really like them. I decluttered those. Which eyeshadow brushes are good for smaller eyes? So I feel like the Angie Hot and Flashy ones are really good from BK Beauty. From Refer, they have a mini set where they take a lot of their classics and they're a little bit smaller. They also have the smaller shader brushes. Is it 12 and 13 that are the little ones? I feel like it's the same brushes that are good for everybody, but you just have to choose the smaller options. So if there's like a big fluffy crease brush, go with the smaller, more detailed crease brush. I also think that the Nikki LaRose brushes, the eye brushes in her sets, which are now sold as singles, those are designed for more precision and control. And I feel like that's good if you have smaller eyes, if because the brushes are going to be a little bit smaller and they're going to give you that precision. Hi, Karen. Welcome. You didn't miss that much. We're just chatting. Jessica wants to know if I had to choose between the Dolce & Gabbana Icon palette and the Patrick Ta Edit palette in light for a neutral, which should I get? I would get the Dolce & Gabbana. I don't really like the Patrick Ta shadows. I would get the Dolce & Gabbana. In fact, I did get a Dolce & Gabbana palette. I got this one. Yes. I'll swatch that for you guys if you're curious. This is the Rose Goddess. And I did actually do a look with this today when I was filming. And it was very pretty. It's very like pillow talk, but I feel like this formula is a lot nicer. Lisa says, I've been mixing the new Rare Beauty foundation with a few drops of Danessa Myricks face oil, and the result is amazing for dry skin. New favorite. Yes, that face oil is really great for prepping the skin or doing exactly what you just said. Hi, Karen. She said, I made it halfway through the interview video before having to give the TV up to my grandson. It's so good. Oh, thank you. You guys, you're so nice. Haley bought the new Gucci bronzer, or not the new, the Gucci bronzer in Fair. Alicia is going to pick up the Dolce & Gabbana eyeshadow. Which one are you going to get? Which of the three? Oh, no. Deborah says that I got the Dior Daisy highlighter at Nordstrom. They shipped it in a bag and it got crushed. Nordstrom needs to ship better. How did you get it so fast? Didn't it just launch today? How'd you get it so fast? They shipped me all my Tom Ford stuff also in a bag. Thankfully, nothing got crushed, but like when I opened it up, everything was like popping out a little bit. I was like, no. Not to mention, it like didn't get delivered by FedEx because apparently the FedEx guy is like feuding with my building. So that I ordered it overnight delivery and I didn't get it until a week later. And then thankfully I was like running errands that day to go like pick up the Chanel makeup. So then I had to take all that Tom Ford makeup and return it. Thankfully they could restock it because I had already purchased it over the weekend because it wasn't getting delivered. It was just a whole thing. It was just a whole thing. Oh no, Jennifer would be so angry. The Fenty was sold out in all the shades she wanted when she went for the haul. Yeah, I remembered she told me that these are so good. And I was like, really? Because I had tried those sparkly ones. And I was like, I didn't think they were good. So I was like, there must be something I'm missing. I was like, I need to try the non-glittery ones because she kept telling me they were so good. And then I got them in PR and I tried them and I texted her and I said, it was like totally random, like unannounced text message. I was like, these Fenty things are so good. Alicia says, I love those Fenty lippies. Have you tried the Celine Le Rouge Matte Lip Balm? I haven't. Are those out? Are they on the website? Because they don't have them in store at my Celine. Ulta is having 20% off their high-end products. Ooh, I know they're having up to 30% off. Mina is saying that the Gucci bronzer was reformulated. Remind us, what country are you in? Hi, Amanda said, I just found your channel. I've been watching all your past ones. Welcome, Amanda. I'm so glad you found us. Stacy says she also has spiced cold and she loves it as well. Patty said, I placed my Sephora order and forgot to enter the code. No, I was unable to cancel the order. Do you think, really, they wouldn't let you cancel it? I'm surprised. Do you think Sephora would give me the percentage off if I went to the store? I would go to the store, Patty, and tell them what happened. And what you could do is you could return it all and then immediately have them ring it up again with your discount. You know, is it annoying to have to do that? Yes, but they will do that for you. I would take it to the store and get your discount. Maybe they can do an adjustment or a partial refund. Just depends on what their system allows them to do, but they should be able to do that. Angela says, I still have Laura Mercier in my cart. Is it better the Gucci bronzer, powder bronzer, or stick? Which stick? Does Gucci have a stick bronzer? Do they have a stick bronzer? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up on all this. Okay, Melissa says Soleil. Yeah, I think the Soleil shades. Well, Hazy Sensuality, the pink one, that's the one that all the cool tone lovers buy. That would be the one that you want to get. I know it's at Sephora, but it might have sold out. But no, it came back in stock. Hazy Sensuality is the one you want to look at. Moonlight Dip, I didn't think that was particularly warm, but I can see how the others look warm because it is a Soleil collection. They do tend to run a little bit warm. Ekaterina Fedorova, new member. Yes. Welcome. We do have an after party tonight. Probably a little bit of a shorter one because I did just film a video for you guys. But I just wanted to have something in case you guys have any other like last minute Sephora sale questions. Sarah said, I'm really not excited about this Chanel collection. Yvonne, new to the channel, first live ever. Yes, welcome. Sarah, am I alone in this? I don't think that, like I said, I don't think that this collection is going to sell out as quickly as the others. I feel like this eyeshadow palette is probably going to stick around. I think it's probably permanent. So yeah. Lady Miss G says, I bought the blush in Nectar and it's so gorgeous. It's cool toned. Laura wants to know about the Hung Van Gogh lip glosses. She thinks they're amazing. Yes, I did. I put those in my Sephora Rex. I love those glosses. He did a really nice job. And I have the new contour balms here to show you. Some of you guys are giving good brush recommendations. Tracy wants to know, a while ago, you did a video on what brushes to use for different types of products. Are your recommendations still the same? Absolutely. Like, I might like have newer brushes in my collection, but it doesn't discredit the past Rex. And like, I don't know, I talk about a lot of the same brands just because I like to try and have some consistency so that you guys can see those same recommendations used with different products that I pick up. So they should still be the same. I'm probably going to do a brush video early next month. So I'm looking to do another brush video soon. But yes, all those brushes, like it's all still relevant. I don't like suddenly say, you know what, this doesn't work for this product. You know what I mean? Okay, Sherry wants me to swatch the Dolce & Gabbana palette. I will do that. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Hey, new. Hello. Jessica, first live! Yeah. Alicia is looking at Amber Venus. Yeah, that's been a fave of mine. That's definitely been a good everyday palette for me recently. Alicia says, I can't decide between the brown Dolce & Gabbana palette or the gray one. Which is your favorite? It's so hard to say. I bought the gray one first because I felt like that one was more unique to me because I don't buy as many cool tones. Like one is cool, one is like warm leaning, the brown one. I feel like the brown one is more of an everyday palette for me. And then the gray one is more like a going out palette for me. Like I usually will grab something like that if it's like, ooh, I want more of a smoky vibe. So I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. I feel like the brown one I use more now that I have it. The new Dior is selling out. I bet it is. Hi, Courtney. So Nordstrom is basically Ulta in terms of shipping. I feel like I feel like they often ship in boxes, but then sometimes they don't. And I'm just, you don't know what you're gonna get. Deborah said I had a long discussion with Nordstrom, didn't yell once. I'm proud of myself. I get so impatient if I've called multiple times or if just like I try and be calm if it's just, it's just like a one thing. But if I have to, like with FedEx, like I literally had to talk to FedEx like 4 times. And by the fourth or fifth time, I was literally like, why have you not delivered this package? Like, why do I have to keep calling you? I get so frustrated. Okay, Mina says, I'm in Denmark. No more talc. Maybe there's a different version. Okay, Lexi's saying that they got the reformulated ones. I heard that all the Gucci stuff is like gonna be gone and they're gonna be relaunching the whole stuff, and that stresses me out. I don't want that because they like switched the licensing over. Do you like the new Dior Forever Glow Luminizer in Sunkissed? I don't have that. Didn't it just launch? I don't have it. Otherwise, I would show it to you. Is the Westman Atelier lip balm similar to Violette FR Bisou balms? No. Definitely not. The Westman Atelier lip balm is like a hydrating formula, and then the Bisou balm is kind of like a soft matte. The non-shimmering Fenty lip balms are good, says Dog Walker. I'm reading all your comments. Hi, Jess. I'm trying to like get through them all. Yay, finally made it to a live. Hello, Anne. Welcome. Wow, we got a good showing. Hello from Houston, says Judith. Welcome. No, I didn't talk about the Sisley highlighter. We are chatting away. So I will show you guys the stuff. First time here, Marinaville, welcome. Okay, let me start showing you guys. Is Refer releasing a new brush? Not that I know of. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, guys. I see some questions, but a lot of them are answered from my recent videos. So I'm trying to like skip through a little bit. Um, okay. All right, guys. So, do you want me to show you the Chanel first? Because I have a lot of stuff here. Somebody asked for Sisley. Some of you guys are asking for Hung Van Gogh. What do we want first? Chanel. Okay, Chanel. All right, we got it. We got it. Okay, so first off, I have one of the blushes. I got the shade Sorbet. You guys are asking so many good questions on this. I like want to answer everybody's questions. So I'm trying my best here, but we gotta jump into the haul because we are like half an hour in. That's usually when I, get to the good stuff. So here is Sorbet. I have it on my cheeks right now, but it is kind of like sheared out. And obviously, I look very washed out on camera. But it is a gorgeous kind of like strawberry sorbet type of color. I'll put a little bit more on my cheeks. Hold on, my little cart is stuck. And this is kind of like a gel formula. And they remind me a lot of the Chantecaille gel blushes. So I wanted to let you guys know that. See how pretty that is? I wanted to let you guys know that just in case you already have those, because I feel like this looks really similar to one of the shades that I already have. And some of those, they have shimmery ones, like it's just a wider range of shades. So if you are tempted by these, just know that they're quite similar. And they are not sticky. It's a gel formula. So they do a nice job of just kind of drying down. You get that beautiful watercolor effect. I think that these would be really pretty with the Water Fresh tint. I'm wearing the Les Beiges foundation today. So a little bit of like a glowy base. Hi, Sierra. Is it patchy? No, I don't think so. So fresh, says Joanne. Yummy. It's yummy looking. Laura says, I was watching the salty video and the hubby asks, is that your live event? He knows. He knows. Okay, I see some of your questions here. I'm going to make sure that I answer them. Mary, welcome from Canada. Thank you for being here. Is that the lightest blush? I don't know if this is the lightest. No, this is there is a little bit of like a sheen to it. Very slight. Barbie, you're so cute. I hope everyone's having a great night. I just look at the little dog, your icon of the little dog, and I just like hear that little dog saying that, and it's so cute. Um, Bettina says, hello from California, hanging out in my son's backyard with his dog, cat, and ducks, enjoying the fun time with you all. That sounds really nice. Sabine from Germany, welcome. Yes, the lighter shade is in the Chanel Wicker Basket. I think that one's called Nectar. Is that the one you guys were talking about? So yeah, I think these are nice. I think it's a good formula. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you get so much product with this. Like I'm never going to use this up. I don't know. I would buy the Chantecaille. I have to check the prices, but I would just use my Chantecaille ones. I'm kind of glad I only bought one because now I'm like, ooh, I'll go use the ones that I have if I want another color. Sierra said, I'm cooking dinner with my 5 dogs underfoot. What kind of dogs do you have? Oh, Nectar is the plum. Okay, thank you. What's the name of the other one? Delice? Delice is the lightest shade. Oh, okay. Oh, so you can't buy that one out separately? You can't buy that one separately? Let's see here. All right, so here is the eye palette. This is what I have on my eyes today. I do feel like in this lighting, you can see all the pretty soft colors of this very soft palette, which is also called Soft. Sierra has 3 black labs, 1 pitty mix, and 1 beagle mix. Oh, so cute. So here is Soft. I know it looks so boring. I will say though, like the finishes are so nice in this palette. Trying to fit my chubby fingers into these skinny little. This is the best shade. See how like shimmery and smooth that is? Here is the pink. This has a nice delicate sparkle. Sherry, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, do you think the basket is worth it? Oops. I'm getting makeup on my computer. Do you think the basket is worth it, or is it the brand tempting us with the bag like holiday? You know what I'm going to say. I don't think the basket is worth it. I think it's very cute, but like, I don't know. I feel like I could just like, I don't know. It is a cute makeup bag. But here's the thing. I'm not going to travel with that makeup bag. If you want to display that on your vanity, I think it would be really cute. I'm not actually going to travel with that makeup bag. I travel with makeup bags that I can like smush into my suitcase, and a wicker makeup bag is not going to fit that. It's also going to be too heavy to travel with. It's just like a cute little thing. Now, if you want to use it as a purse, that could look cute. But if you were not looking for a wicker purse before this, I don't think it's worth it. I know it comes with the products inside, but they were like none of the products that I wanted. So that's why I didn't think it was worth it. Hi, Makeup Esquire. Yes, this is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. But I have friends that got the basket and they said it's really cute and they like it. But I don't know. For me, unless it was like I look at the products and I think to myself, which of these products would I want to buy? And then if they're all in the basket, then I would have gotten that. But I was like, nah, I don't need this. Okay, so here are the other 2 shades. They're all super smooth. None of them are patchy. It's definitely soft, but if you like the Chanel eyeshadow formula, I think that these look how nice and like smooth they are, right? It is pretty. I think that you could probably dupe this look with some Viseart palettes, but you're not going to get the same softness if you like softness, and this is called soft. So but yeah, what do you guys think of these shades? Do they look cool or warm to you? You know, this one's a bit cooler, this one's more neutral, this one's maybe slightly warm. Yeah, I don't know. Solid palette, good like beginner palette as well. Put this away. Viseart has a new palette coming in June. Ooh. Yeah, the basket is cute, but they don't let you choose your colors. I know. Lindsay Joe said the golden palette is legit my favorite and most used. I love that one. Okay, so Sherry is asking about the mascara. Yes, good question. Hold on. So here is the mascara. I got the brown one, the one that's called Deep Brown, which is the one you all said you were interested in when we talked about this before. And here's what it looks like. I think you can tell it's kind of like red. It's almost like in between burgundy and brown. And I'm wearing it on my lashes today. And I know maybe you can't really tell on camera, but it does legit look brown. Like it definitely looks much softer and different from a black mascara. It's not the smoothest to apply. Like if we're talking about very minute differences between this and some other ones that I have, compared to other tubing mascaras that I have, I would say like it doesn't glide quite as easily, but the end result is very long and fluttery, and it lasts long. It removes easily with warm water. It's a tubing mascara. Like I think the best thing about this, or the most unique thing about this, is the color. Don't buy the black one. I mean, if you need a tubing mascara, you can, but like there's tons of other ones that I have over on my vanity there because I like tubing mascaras, and I don't feel like this formula adds anything new. I just think it's a really cool color. And so I'm glad I picked it up. And I do think I will wear this, and I think it looks good with the palette. But those are my thoughts on that. Someone said love from San Antonio. Thank you. Yay. Glam Meow Purrington said she was able to buy the Dior bronzer. Sherry said, I love the brown from last year's. Sierra said, I bought myself a wicker bag from Aldi for $10. It says, do not disturb. I need that mascara, says Mandy. Laurie says that she finds the shadows are hard to pick up. Well, it's a very soft formula. So it's not like they're kind of designed to be very soft. I would try using the little applicators that come in the palette. Like those actually do a really good job of picking up the shadows and applying them. But if you're having trouble, I would use like a goat hair brush, like the Refer ones are really good because they do pick up the pigment a little bit more easily. If you're going in with something that's like really fluffy, a really fluffy brush, like if you only have a couple brushes and maybe they're just like fluffier shape, you're not you won't get a lot of pigment. You're not going to get a ton of payoff because they're literally designed to be softer. So when you use those little sponge applicators, it really does concentrate the pigment a lot better. I feel like I have a cat hair on my nose. Sorry, guys. Ash to the Bee said, I like the wicker bag, but the collection as a whole is a bit meh to me. Yeah, which mascara comes in the basket? I feel like the basket, it's like one of those things where like if you create content, like it's really good for creating content, but if you're not a content creator and you don't think you're going to like use that when you travel or something, if you're not going to use it as a bag or display it in your room, like if you don't have a specific spot somewhere to display it, like I'm not sure that it's worth it. Does anybody know when you buy the wicker bag, do you get a deal on the products? Hi, Anne Marie. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you, especially this late at night. Jess, thank you for the super chat. She said, I ended up snagging the Dior limited edition bronzer from Sephora today, thanks to Sophia. It was an unplanned buy for sure. I'm looking forward to you letting me know what you think of the shade because I didn't buy the bronzer, I bought the highlighter. Natalie said, I just want the eyeshadows. Oops. Boom Soon since said, trying to decide between the Aspinall of London Crescent bag or the Mulberry Iris. Which would you choose? Oh, wow. Well, they're pretty different because the Mulberry Iris bag is a top handle bag, whereas the Crescent bag is a shoulder bag that converts to a cross body. So that's hard to answer. I don't know. Yeah, it really depends on how you I like top handle bags. So that's why I bought the Mulberry Iris. But I do think that those like slouchier hobo bags are having a moment right now. So I do feel like the Crescent one is maybe a little bit more on trend, but still at the same time not like super trendy as a bag. Like I don't think that the slouchy bag trend is really going to go anywhere anytime soon. So if you find that if you like to kind of carry things over the shoulder, if you carry a lot of things with you, I would go with that. If you're like me and you just know like gotta like mostly gonna grab things top handle, then the Iris bag would be better. Rachel said the Chanel basket doesn't fit an iPhone, so it's hard to use as a purse. Oh, really? I thought it would be big enough for that. Yeah, Jennifer said that the basket is the same price as all the products usually. The bag is the gift, and sometimes they're exclusive products. That's what I thought. Okay, EXO says for the Chanel basket, the product individually would be less money. It seems to be between $20 to $30 of the basket, depending on how much the highlighter is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you don't get a deal. You're still kind of like paying for everything. Ash to the B said the release date is probably in May. Okay. Okay, good to know. Well, I also got the lip products here. Oopsie. I got the lip products. I was thinking I would just put them on my lips. And again, if you are a member, I will have a get ready with me where I did this look. So you can kind of see all these products in natural light. But the lip products are easy for me to pop on and off. So I will show you them. Let's start off with the nude one, which is called Sweet. Excuse me. This is a beautiful nude. What do we think of this? Sweet is the one in the basket. Yeah, but you could, yes, but you can also buy alone. So not a groundbreaking shade, but it is a very nice shade. What do we think? What do we think? Will there be a separate Chanel summer collection after the Les Beiges? I don't know. I thought this was like the summer collection. So that is sweet. It is so sweet, says Day. Yeah, I know. We also have here Fruity. This is like a fruit punch, like a popsicle kind of shade. What do we think? What do we think of Fruity? The lights are right on me, so obviously it looks like real shiny. Jazz says, I like this one. That is the one that has been tempting me, says D. Tyga says, I like the Fruity on you. Perfect for summer. All right, you guys like the Fruity. Fruity. It was Me Too that made me get this one. She was like sending me swatches and stuff. She's like, you need to get the Fruity. And I was like, okay, I'll get it. I'll get it. I got the Fruity. I love the name of it. Is Fruity cool toned? It has a blue, yeah, it has like a blue base. Okay, next we have Zesty. This one is a red tone, warm red. Thank you, Iris, for being here. Good night. What do we think? I think this one's my favorite. Zesty is my least favorite, says Lexi. Ash to the B says, I like this one. Ooh, zesty, says Stacy. Makes my teeth look white. Zesty is my favorite, says Francine. I think Zesty is my favorite. I also got this Rouge Cocoa lipstick in the shade Lido. Do you guys want to see this as well? Do you need a lip liner? You don't need a lip liner. I just like to wear a lip liner sometimes. Just to kind of like, you know, make it a little bit more neat. Just kind of like fixing my makeup. Shay wants to know, how does the cream blush compare to the water tint blushes? I will show you in a second. So here is Lido. It's kind of like a soft, warm red. Thank you, Courtney, Miss G. Zesty is gorge. Thank you for the super chat. I feel like this looks a little brighter on camera. But this is Lido. Heather is like, every single one looks good, even if it's an ugly color. You guys are too funny. Thank you. But this is more of a, I know it looks very saturated on camera, but it is a little bit more of like a warm, muted red. Yeah, really pretty for the summertime. Zesty. Yes, I love, Laurie says, I love the Rouge Allure Velvet. So comfortable on the lips. So this one is the Rouge Cocoa, just so you guys know. This is the satin formula. This one is the best, says Sandy. Is Lido a new shade? This is, I don't think this is a new shade. It's just a part of the new lipsticks, the Rouge Coco Satin lipsticks. I wanted to get Los Angeles as well, but they didn't have it in stock. I believe that one was more brown. This one is, yeah, more of like a muted warm red. Fruity was my fave, says Nicole. Yeah, this is so, so pretty. So I also picked up these two Water Fresh blushes. I got these two Water Fresh blushes because I've been using my Water Fresh tint a lot, and I bought a refill of that because I'm almost done. So I will show you these, and then I'll swatch it next to the other blush. So the first one that I got, I already have the deeper shades, so I got the lighter ones. I have Warm Pink. These are very sheer. And then I also got Light Peach. Oops. It's kind of a lot. Warm Pink, Light Peach. I feel like they look so washed out on camera. Warm Pink, Light Peach. Warm Pink is not as, well, I don't know. This one has more of a rosy tone, and this one has more of a peachy tone. So you can see that these are much, like they are water-based. They kind of like sheer out more. They dry down a little bit more. Whereas the Blush Bell Mine, these are more pigmented. It's more of a gel instead of water. Like they have more of a, I don't know, like they don't sheer out. Like these, as you can see, it's like mostly water. Like it's really, really, really light. Whereas when I put this on my hand, see how that's just like completely different? This one also has like a sheen to it. So that's kind of the differences between them. But yeah, the Water Fresh, I feel like, yeah, you kind of have to put it on the cheeks and build it up a little bit more. But I do like them. Like when I'm wearing the Water Fresh tint, I feel like these layer up very well, layer on top of that nicely because they share that same kind of like sheerness. And the other deeper shades are definitely more pigmented. Like the bronze one, I kind of use that as a bronzer on top of the Water Fresh tint. Okay, so I also have here the Sisley highlighter. So this is like the new packaging that they're doing. Here is what it looks like. And this is called Golden. Just like a nice soft gold. It does have a little bit of like a rosy shift to it. Really, really beautiful highlighter. Very nice, finely milled, baked formula. I will say, however, this formula is very similar, if not exact, to the new Tom Ford ones. So if you already got a Tom Ford Soleil highlighter, these right here, it's very, very similar. Like the shades aren't necessarily the same. This one is Amalfi. but I find that it's like a baked formula. So just something to keep in mind. But it's a very beautiful highlighter. I had it on I know I put a little more blush on, but I had it on my cheeks earlier. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's very expensive. So that's why I say I know the Tom Ford ones are also expensive, but I'm pretty sure the Sisley one, I think this was like $150. Like it was, how much is it? Sisley highlighter. 140 plus tax. Okay, so the Tom Ford one is half the price. So I'm just saying. Miriam said she's going to buy from the Chanel collection the eyeshadow, the blush, and the mascara in brown, and one of the lipsticks. Yeah. Yeah, 140 is a lot for like one product. So that's why I mention it. And they only have one shade. So if you don't like that shade, head on over to Tom Ford. There's a couple to choose from. I do like Sisley, you know. I like it. I'm going to wear it. I like that color, but I just want to present that to you because I know that product, it seems like a lot of my subscribers were very curious about that one. Mandy said, thank you for slapping me into reality. Anne Marie is using her Chanel Rev de Camellia. Yeah, that's like one of the best ones ever. Nicole said, that damn flower on there, though. I love it. I know, it's so pretty. They did reformulate the bronzer. I compared it in the store, could not tell the difference between the two. They felt a little bit different, but not that different. And the shades were slightly different, but again, not different enough for me to spend $140. Um, it's a warmer bronzer. I really like it. It's a warmer bronzer and there's only one shade. I don't know. I was asking, this was a dedicated Sisley store in the mall. And I said, like, why is there only one shade? I was like, oh, there's only one shade. And she was like, she looked at me like I was crazy. Like she was confused about why I would be disappointed that there's only one shade. I was like, they got to make more. I was like, this is like 2006, guys. Come on. Come on. Um, Lexi says, I still love the Dolce highlighter, the best. Yeah, that one's very good. They didn't bring that to Sephora though. So yeah. So that was that. And then I want to show you guys the Hung Van Gogh contours. So they sent me the two lightest shades. So we have Present and Intentional. This is the lightest. This is the second lightest. I feel like these colors, this is the lightest one here. I don't know. I thought they were going to be more like a contour shade, like more cool tone. But they aren't really. They look more like a bronzer to me. What do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like in person they look more slightly warm peachy. But what I will say is that this formula is very nice. It's really creamy in the pan. You see that like shine? It's very creamy in the pan, but it feels very silicone heavy. Like it has more of a dry touch to it once you spread it out. See that? It kind of dries down. So it's very easy to spread and then it's not greasy. So somebody was asking earlier, what's the difference between this and the Mario one? The Mario one is like a dewy finish. I feel like he released that during the clean girl era when like everything was really dewy and soft. And this is like actually something that you can kind of like build up. Put some on my face. Like you can actually contour with this and it completely dries down and will sort of sheer out. So you don't have to worry about, like, I don't know, I don't want shine here in the hollows of my cheeks. So I don't know. It depends on what your aesthetic is, but I think this is a really nice product. It just depends on like, were you looking for something very cool tone? That's a contour, like the Dior stick, like the Dior contour stick. Like that is very, very cool toned for a very contoured look. Whereas these are more just kind of like, they just look like bronzers to me, like neutral-ish bronzers. You could use it as a bronzer. You could put it on like that. But I thought that these were meant to be contours. It's not meant as a contour. Well, it's called Trans Sculpt Contour Balm. So that's a contour to me. It's a sculpting balm. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. I was expecting, based off of the name of the product, to be something that was contouring, but it's not really as neutral as I thought it would be. Not that it's a bad product or anything. It's just more of like, it's a different look. They are too warm, says Ash to the Bee. Darren Macy said, thanks for being so transparent and honest about the product reviews. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really have any reason to not be transparent. Like, there's enough stuff that I like, right? Like, there's so many things that I do like that if there's something I don't really like, I don't need to say that I like it, you know? I'm not going to like everything. I do like these. I do like these. I'm just saying, if you were looking for something that was truly cool toned, that's not what you're going to get with these. So, because I feel like, we're all trying to figure out, like, we can't buy everything. It's like, okay, should I buy this or this? Well, if you find out, oh, that's like really similar to this other thing, or this is like not cool toned or whatever, then maybe that will help you make up your mind. Definitely a bronzer, says Alicia. Enamored Beauty said, this product is so good. I think it's a good product. Yeah, I just think that like if you're not looking for a product to be a contour, don't call it Trans Sculpt Contour Balm. That's just me. But you certainly can sculpt the face. It's just not, you can see some sculpting there, but it's not going to be that like chisel. I could probably use some of my other bronzers for that, but the formula is really good. Am I going to try the new Dior setting spray? Oops, sorry. Miriam asked. No, I don't think so. I don't think you need to pay that much for setting spray. I think you can just I think there's so many good setting sprays out there. Like, is it really going to be better than the rest of them? Probably not. Somebody wanted me to swatch this. So we'll do that next. Okay, so here is the new to me. This is the Dolce & Gabbana eyeshadow palette that I got in the Sephora sale. This is Rose Goddess. And it's very pretty. It's kind of exactly what you would expect, but I'm still gonna swatch it for you. Very smooth. Got some mattes here. We have a lot of people in this live today. I wonder why. We also have this shade. This shade is so pretty. So, so pretty. And then the little topper shade in the middle. So there you go. It's very Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk-esque. But the formula really hits. I got makeup all over my computer. I've got so much glitter on me now. It's gorgeous, says Sherry. Oh, hey, New says we didn't get Dolce & Gabbana in Sephora in Canada. I'm sad, but we got Chantecaille. There you go. That's nice. Do we think Chantecaille will come to US? What do we think, guys? Stephanie said the Dior setting spray is a little aggressive. You have a wet face. You will have a wet face in 3 sprays. So I also got, this is the little Prada blush that I didn't have in my haul. This is the shade Café. Café. It has 2 F's, so I'm like, Café. Let's watch this. This is the brown one. I have not used this one yet. I just got it last night. Ooh, it's a nice rosy brown. Pretty. I like that. Nice bronzer shade. What do you guys think? Mary says that she loves the Dior spray. We got Chanel at Sephora, so my lipsticks are always on sale. That's sick. That's awesome. This Chanel lipstick is so creamy and nice. I hope Chantecaille does come to Sephora in the United States. I know. Put Cafe in on your cheeks. Well, I'm already wearing the other blush. I mean, I'll put it on, but I don't know. You can put a little bit of this on. It's going to be a lot. It's like brown. It's really nice though. Looks good. Oh, I put a little too much on. It's kind of hard to do on camera. There we go. Toasty. Nicole says, stunning. Deborah says, I don't know. Sephora has lost most of their top tier brands. We used to have Chanel and more, all gone now. I let my VIB Rouge status lapse. I've heard that from a lot of people. They're like, oh, I'm not Rouge anymore. I'm not Rouge this year. It seems like a lot of people are choosing to shop elsewhere. Yeah, I think this shade is super nice. Let's see how it shears out. Got that nice sheen to it. I think the brands are playing musical chairs between Ulta and Sephora. Yeah, for sure. No more Rouge, says Vanessa. Because all the sales. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of other department stores, I feel like there's been more sales. I think people are not really like buying a lot of the new releases or they're waiting for a sale, which is why, like, for me, like, I don't know, I personally do not see as many people watching the new release videos, but I do see them watching other beauty videos where it's like a little bit more of like a helpful guide or you know, a longer review or like permanent products, hearing about like the best from a brand or a retailer or something like that. Like I do see people watching that. I don't see really anybody buying from my uh new release videos. Like when I review a new Dior collection or something like that, I don't see anybody buying from those videos. So I think their purchasing behavior has changed a lot over the past couple of years where like at first they would just buy it like as soon as they saw it. And now I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, I'll wait until it comes to the retailer that I like to shop from. They'll wait or they'll wait for a sale, or they'll wait for a review. Lexi said that limited edition fatigue syndrome. Yes, it is very exhausting and annoying. We can't test it before it's gone. That's the thing. That's why they do it. That's why there's a lot of these seasonal collections. It's like they sell out. I can't really keep up with them. Like if the Dior, I would like to review the Dior collection, but I can't let the makeup release schedule run my life because that's what it was for several years. And it's like I like to set my schedule. I like to set my content schedule at the beginning of each month and really stick to it. Um, and think about like what are the best videos that I can create rather than like running around and trying to like create something really fast because it's limited edition and it's going to be sold out the next day. Like I can't keep up with the releases. By the time I finish the video, half of it is sold out, people have already bought it or they can't get it anymore. So that's another reason why I don't really do as many new release videos, because it's not that I don't enjoy making them. It's just like I don't see people watching them. I don't see that it's like people are buying from the video. They're either like committed to buying it immediately because it's going to sell out, or they don't get it, or like maybe they can get it later if it doesn't sell out. So I just can't keep up with it. If these limited edition collections like the Hermes and the Chanel and the Dior, if they are still around and in stock over the next like 2 weeks, then absolutely I will have them in a video. But if if they come out too late in the month, there's like nothing that I can do. The schedule is set. Kristen says, exactly. The items sell out so quickly. Sarah says, also, I've been thinking, I want to wear my spring collections in spring. So now I'm not ready for summer yet. Yeah. It's kind of like, oh, I like barely have worn that denim collection. Like that collection came out the day I left for vacation, and I just knew like, okay, I'm not going to be able to review this. I'm not going to be able to review it because by the time I come back from my vacation, which is only like 5 to 6 days long, it's all going to be sold out. And it pretty much was. So I was like, okay, I bought what I enjoyed. So that's good. Like I enjoy the makeup, but I was like, I'm not going to buy everything because I don't even know if I'll be able to review this. And then I barely have time to enjoy that and before this Les Beiges collection comes out. So that's why I try and share this stuff in like the live streams and the members videos, because I don't know when this is going to come out. Like I can't plan for that. And so if it is in stock, I will review it. But if it sells out immediately, like there's really nothing I can do. Asher the Bee said, I've seen any tweens in Sephora. Oh, I haven't seen any tweens in Sephora since the price increases. I've mostly seen them stick to Ulta, but most of them are better behaved. I'm too cheap for limited releases. Lindsay Joe says, I have the Hermes Rocco Bar and I haven't even used it. Oh no. Amy, new member. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Ulta is where I see the youngins. I never go into an Ulta, so I wouldn't know. Jazz, good night. Hey, Magic Dark Star, how are you? Yeah, if something sells out really quickly, it's just kind of like, okay, if I can't really be helpful, then there's really no point in me making the content. You know, if like, oh, everybody just bought it the second it came out. Why would I make a review? Everybody just made the decision. Like I wasn't helpful in that at all. So I try to focus on the products where I can be helpful. Mandy says, this fall, I'm probably not going to buy as much because I'm excited to get to wear my Rouge Noir again. I feel like I was almost the only person who was truly excited about it. Well, that collection sold out immediately. I feel like there were a lot of people who were excited. Going into the stores is like very overwhelming to me. So I do go to Sephora sometimes if I want to check some things out in person, but I don't really go to the store all that much. Nordstrom, I go there a decent amount, but I don't know. Most of the time I just order it online. So oh, I hope you're doing okay, Magic Dark Star. Good night, Anne Marie. Trying to see what else I have here that I can show you guys. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions? I'm trying to think. Those were most of the things that I haven't shown you yet on other lives or in my Sephora haul video. It's good to check out shades sometimes and fragrances. Yes, I agree. Minnie says, I feel the new Dior collection is a scam. I clearly see exclusive on Dior website and then available at other retailers for a few hours. Now most of the items are sold out. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It'll be like exclusive or new. Lies? Absolutely not. It'll be like new. This isn't new. Um, Jocelyn is saying when the limited editions sell out, perhaps you can do a dupes video for people who missed out. The problem is like it's such a small audience that like nobody watches the video. Like any kind of any kind of dupe video, I feel like my audience just doesn't watch. Um if it doesn't reach a large amount of the audience, then like it's unfortunately not worth the labor hours because it takes me, it takes like half my work week to produce a video, it takes like a couple of days to produce a video. And I work like most evenings as well. So it's just like not worth it if it's not really of interest to most people. Jess. Oh, Jess, I swatched the palette earlier, the Dolce & Gabbana palette. Amy said, I was bummed. I tried to get the stuff from Dior today. Couldn't believe how quickly it sold out. So is it all sold out? Is it all sold out? Now I'm curious. Yep. It's gone. It's gone. Hold on. Let me see on the Dior site. Yep. Gone. I'm so sorry for anybody who didn't get it, but there is a chance that it'll come back. They could just be hyping it up. Let me see here. So the eyeshadow palettes are at Nordstrom and there's a gift with purchase. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully they will pop up again. Thank you. Alicia said she likes my top. Yes, this is the classy shirt. Classy with a K. The little dainty. It's called Dainty Boat Neck. Jess says, I didn't like the new Dior Soleil shadows. I did love the liquid blush and picked it up in the Sephora sale. The liquid blushes I haven't seen. I didn't get those. Have you heard about a summer collection for Chantecaille? I haven't heard anything from them yet. They do, like, they'll tell me that I'm going to get something, but they don't always tell me what exactly it is. But they have not they haven't told me anything about it. They are going to be having an Earth Day sale. I think Earth Day is like the 20th or the 21st. So they are going to have an Earth Day sale. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it's just certain products that will be on sale, not a site-wide sale. You know how they do like the conservation projects and whatnot with some of the products where they like donate a small portion of funds or whatever proceeds. I think it's going to be just those products. Doris got the Dolce & Gabbana eyeshadow and the bronzer. Did you get them yet? Rachel says she keeps both lipstick and nail polish in the fridge. Could you imagine? Like, my fridge would be full of lipsticks. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, Karen said the Dior collection was in my cart, got distracted, and when I went to pay, it was sold out. No, I'm getting over trying to chase new releases down. Yeah, it's not worth it. I think people who love drugstore makeup prefer watching dupe videos. Yes, I agree. Um, yeah, I think it's a lot. I think it's usually people who want like the drugstore version of maybe something more expensive. But like, I feel like the majority of, I know that we as like very niche beauty enthusiasts, like we're very interested in like the slight differences between tones and that kind of stuff. But like the average shopper, if you said the Rev de Camellia highlighter, they're like, what is that? You know, most people don't even know a lot of the brands that we talk about on these lives, and they're not familiar with these like seasonal collections or like previous collections from years ago. And so it just ends up like not really catering to a lot of people. Um, and then it's kind of just like I think a lot of people, it's like, oh, if they missed out, they missed out. Like they'll wait for the next thing rather than trying to like find an alternative. Like they wanted that one thing, and now that they can't have it, I feel like what I've seen is that most people just are like, okay, I'll wait for the next thing that I want to spend my money on. Like something else new comes along. Um, what do I think about Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Concealer? I already did a review of that in my Luxe Edit. So all the new stuff that I talk about is in my Luxe Edit series. So I've already reviewed that. I don't watch dupe videos anymore, says Deborah. Hi, Janice. Yeah, somebody also said like the Dolce and Gabbana, those new like I don't know, popsicle push-up pop looking products from Dolce and Gabbana, I think are at Sephora right now. I won't be purchasing them. Yeah. Lexi is saying like, oh, those Canache palettes were out of stock for a day or two after the release, and then within days later it was back. It's a scam to hype. Yes, I do. Yeah, I think things sell out and they're not actually sold out. I think they're just like people. I think they want to get your emails. It's like join the wait list, give us your email, and then they have your email address and your, if you the hype, to sell the products. Clarissa makes a really good point. She said, I emailed Dior customer service because a week before it launched on the Dior site, people were able to purchase it at boutiques. I spend so much money at Dior, I should get first dibs, lol. I agree with you, Clarissa. I'm platinum every single year on the Dior website. Why am I not able to shop these things early? Don't you think that would be a good perk for the people that are spending a lot of money? It's like not everybody lives near a Dior beauty boutique. Like there's probably only so many in the country, right? Okay, Earth Day is April 22nd. I was close. Yeah, Alicia says Sophia needs a second full-size fridge just for her lipsticks. I know. Could you imagine? I actually I'm looking at my lipsticks over there and it's like, most of them fit in like two little caddies, but I think I need one more. Um, I definitely don't need a full-size fridge, but they would take up way too much space in the fridge. Ooh, Charlie is so fancy. She says, I have a college dorm size refrigerator for my lipsticks, foundations, and skincare. Wow. I just have like a pretty good temperature controlled room. So I think that helps. But when I lived in Boston, man, just because like the AC and you either don't have AC, excuse me, you either don't have AC or like it doesn't work that well. Isadora said, I love your most recent video about not falling for the Sephora hype. Yes, Salty Sophia. I'm glad you liked it. Alicia said, I don't want dupes. I want the real thing and I love nice packaging. We know more than the Sephora employees. I agree. I agree. Yeah, like I at Sisley, I was like, did they reformulate this bronzer? And she didn't know. I was like, how do you not know? So it's the new bronzer, but you don't know if it's a new formula. So then we had to like look at the back of the box on the ingredients, and the ingredients were different. So I was like, okay, it has been reformulated. Karen says, I would rather have one Lux item versus 5 drugstore items. I think that's how most of my subscribers are. I think people just want like the real thing. And I think when people ask for a dupe, they mean more like just some other luxury product that's comparable. So that's why I tell you guys, like, oh, if you're interested in these blushes from Chanel, like the Chantecaille ones are very similar. Like maybe you already have those, or maybe you want this just because it's new and like realistically, you're not going to use this shade. Maybe there's a shade from Chantecaille that you can put on your wish list that's permanent. And like that's the actual shade that you would use. So I try and share that as much as I can, but I don't think I would do, I'm not going to do like a specific video where I like search for like the exact shade. Um, so I try my best. Eliane says, in the past, I looked for something similar, but I ended up still wanting the original. Yeah, that happens to me too. So many people have been talking about the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. Oh, really? In a good way or a bad way? Oh, so Wendy says I spent probably $1,000 trying to find a dupe for the Water Fresh tint, and I ended up purchasing it in the end after all because you just cannot dupe some things. That's true, Wendy. There are some things that are just like it just doesn't hit the spot the same way. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, 20 ounces soda and sunshine. Welcome to the live. Amy says, now that I'm in Vegas, I can find any boutique. Dangerous, lol. Maybe a Yeti cooler full of lipstick. I do have a Yeti cooler. Thank you, Magic Dark Star. Asha the Bee says, I don't mind dupes. I don't really mind dupes either. Um, as long as something is like legit, as long as something feels the same, like the Swede lip liners feel exactly the same as the Chanel lip liners to me. Like they look exactly the same. They feel the same. There's nothing like cheapy feeling about the Swede one. So for me, it's like, I'm fine with that alternative. If it's like, oh, this other flimsy feeling one that's the same color, but like it's also not as long lasting, like then I'm like, no, forget, I'll just buy the one that I wanted. Tara said, they should give me the Sisley job. I would make sure that I am informed and buy all the things. I would trust you. I would trust you. Hold on one second. My phone's going on. I would trust you, Tara. In fact, I think most people on this live, we would have the best store. What would we call our store if we had a makeup store like an Ulta or Sephora? And which brands would be included and which brands would be excluded? I feel like this would be fun. Sound off in the comments. Amanda Panda said, my husband calls Sephora the devil store because I get so many packages from there. You guys know, like I obviously get so many packages because I'm always like ordering things and I get PR. Like all the couriers know me. And as I was saying earlier in the live, like my building and the FedEx overnight guy are like feuding. So like that's why I didn't get my package. And then I encountered him when I was like leaving I had like a doctor's appointment and I had to go to Chanel to get this makeup. And I saw him as I'm heading to my Uber, the FedEx guy, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go up and get my Tom Ford missing package or whatever. And I was like, dude, why have you not delivered my package? Because you know me, like I'll confront them. And I don't know, he didn't really like say much. You could tell he's like annoyed with my building. But he goes, you know me. You know me. I'm always here. And I was like, that's right. I do know you. And I did think to myself for a second, do I trust the package man or do I trust my building? But he's like, you know me. Come on. And I was like, that's true. You always deliver my packages reliably, usually. And then he gave me his phone number. He was like, just take my phone number so that if I have your package, like you can call me or whatever when on my route or whatever. So now I have his phone number. And then the UPS guy knows me. Today I saw the DHL guy. I didn't recognize him, but he looked down at the thing. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I recognize this unit. I was like, oh my God. Me and all my courier friends. Oh, Francine, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I just saw it as I'm gabbing. Bought the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter in Peachgasm. Yay! Sarah Creole blush and Tom Ford highlighter in Amalfi based on your recommendations. Excited to try them, so thank you. Yay! Which Sarah Creole blush did you get? I like the Sarah Creole blushes a lot. I really like them. Yay! I love that you got the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. I feel like nobody really buys. I don't know. I feel like that used to be such a hyped up product that people got sick of it, but I still love them. D says, I watch all your All Feisty videos and follow discussions on Discord. It all keeps me informed and up to date. So thank you for all of you. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, thank you to those of you who keep the Discord alive, because you all know I'm always working, and it really warms my heart to see that you guys are all discussing in the Discord all the time. So thank you for those of you who are always like answering people's questions and you help each other out. There are very nice people on the internet you guys always remind me there's so many nice people out there. So I really do appreciate you. Okay, so Beth says, I'm noticing a lot of creators are pushing drugstore, but never did before. I think they are getting blasted in comments when they show a pricey item. Oh, I think it depends on your audience. Like my audience, I'm not going to show drugstore. Like I've done surveys before, and you all have made it, not just you, but hundreds of people that do my surveys have told me that they are not interested at all in drugstore. And that's just because like this is the audience I have attracted. So like I'm not going to show you guys drugstore items because you're not interested. Will I show you some other brands that are like also at Sephora? Like, you know, I'm using this like Kosas concealer. I like this concealer, or the Hung Van Gogh, you know, like it's not Chanel, but like it's high end, right? Like we can enjoy this as well. So that's kind of the area that I float between. I do get people commenting and saying like they're like, I don't want to hear about Hung Van Gogh, or I don't want to hear about Kosas. Like I only want to hear about like big name luxury brands. And I get it. Like that's what some people are into, but I don't know. I like to talk about things that are more like in the prestige category that I think are really good. Um, that's always like, I was always a Sephora shopper. When I started this channel, I was definitely like a Sephora shopper with some higher end stuff in there. Like I was willing to pay a lot for makeup, but I wasn't an expert on some of these brands like Chanel or whatever. And but my audience, I really leaned into it because that's what my audience wanted. And so now I know a lot about these brands, but I kind of like to, you know, talk about a range. And I like to mix in smaller brands like I don't know, like Sweet Beauty, for example, is one of my favorites. Why am I blanking? Queen Musia, Soshi, like all of those. Like if there's something I find that I like, I'm going to talk about it. Um, I like talking about smaller brands that maybe people won't find at the store. Miriam wants to know any updates on your skincare routine. Um, Not big updates. I'm trying to think. I've been trying out a lot of good body care products recently. Um, the thing is, I like to use my skincare up. Like, I like to use things up. I don't like use 15 different things at once. Like, I will pick a moisturizer, use it up, pick up the next moisturizer, use it up. So I don't switch up my skincare all that much, but I've really been liking the U Beauty products a lot. I've really been liking the Edem Calming Mist, the Mommy Water. I've like been liking that. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a skincare live or something like that. Cause like I am constantly trying new things, but I don't like massively overhaul my skincare. Jess says the Chanel Water Fresh tint is simply undupable. I've been wanting their blush, but holding off for now. Well, maybe we can go to the store when you want to get it and I'll help you pick out a shade because I think I have almost all but one now. Miriam said, me too. I couldn't find any dupe for Water Fresh. I bought like 7 tints. Oh my goodness. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. I've really been liking the Water Fresh lately. I don't know. I've just been going for more of a lighter look sometimes. I go through phases. Like sometimes I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury full coverage matte, and then other times I'm wearing the Water Fresh. And I don't know. But it's true. Like nothing looks like the Water Fresh. Like nothing looks like that. Bougie babes, says Lauren. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I was like gabbing on about so much stuff. Um Whitney says my youngest just moved out. No more packages to hide. I am single and no more kids to say, what the heck? Another blush? Tyga says I see FedEx, UPS, Postal on track every single day. Oh, Jocelyn, I haven't received the new Dior highlighter yet. I just ordered it last night. So next week, I will bring that to the live and I will definitely swatch that for you. But I think it's sold out right now. But like we're saying, it'll probably come back in stock. Rachel said the store is called Sophia Sees Beauty. The store is just called Sophia Sees Beauty. The brands Clé de Peau, Chantecaille, Sisley, Chanel, Dior, Kosas, Mademoiselle, etc. Hey, Anna. Charlie said, I can't believe you had his number. He says, just put James FedEx. He's like, here you go, James FedEx. James FedEx. Here's the number. So he's like, just take the number. I was like, okay. All this time, my poor Uber driver, who was the nicest lady ever, was waiting for me. I was like, I'm so sorry. I just need to get this package. It was taking him so long. But the good thing is that I grabbed the package, jumped in the Uber, and then I was able to return all that stuff as I was doing my errand. So honestly, he was very lucky. It was a good day. That FedEx phone number is gold. Yeah. The UPS guy will call me. Hi, Sophia. It's Dean. Are you home? He's such a nice guy. Miriam wants to know if I ever tried the Maybelline concealer. I don't think I have. Sierra says, I give my UPS guy a Celsius every time he brings me packages. I need to start doing that. Karen said, I would exclude Farrah Hamidi. That brand and their prices irritates me. Stephanie says, I've been beefing with my post office for years now. Thank you so much, Heather. What a nice thing for you to say. So I'm like embarrassed to read these compliments, guys. Thank you for making me feel better. Every once in a while, I like get a comment that really annoys me. And then I go back and read all of your guys' comments. Ellie Ann says, my sister was talking to her daughter about needing a specific eyebrow product. My niece says, ask Aunt Ellie. She knows everything. And I did know I could talk about makeup with anyone. I love it. Ooh, Anna says, I bought the new Tom Ford fragrance. I love it. Ooh, I love it too. I'm wearing the new Orabella perfume that I talked about last week, which, by the way, guys, it's at Ulta now. I can't remember if I posted that out, but it's at Ulta now, and it's going to be in my April favorites video. I actually realized I do have every Orabella fragrance. You can get them at Ulta. Highly recommend. Get the little travel sizes. I put mine away. I was filming with them earlier. Oh, Magic Dark Star just bought the Stradberry kite bag in Oxblood. Can't wait for it to arrive. Guys, if you get stuff, like if you have an Instagram, like tag me on Instagram, because I feel like you guys, you're always getting stuff and I never get tagged. Mandy says, someone remind me to join the Discord. Yes, let's all remind Mandy to join. And Mandy, there is a link that you can use in the description box, but if you have any trouble, let us know. Tara said, I would exclude Tarte, Too Faced, and Ilia. Ooh, spicy. Tara says, I want Sisley at our imaginary store. Me too. I want Suku at our imaginary store. How about that? Dog Walker says, some people don't like makeup artist brands. I prefer makeup artists to celebrity brands. For me, it's more just about the makeup. Like the Orabella fragrances, that's Bella Hadid's brand. Like, I don't care about Bella Hadid. Like, I don't worship her. I don't dislike her. I'm just like, I don't care. I just like the product, you know? Glam Meow Purrington. I love your name. Glam Meow Purrington. You introduced me to Sweet and I love it. They are a very good quality brand. They really are. I'm going to be doing a Sweet video hopefully next month. So look out for that. I had to test out all the products that I hadn't tried from them before. Do you even own any drugstore? Do you even go here? She doesn't even go here. No, I don't own any drugstore. Um, maybe a small handful of things. I do have some things that are more affordably priced. Like for example, the Versed makeup brand. You guys know how they have like skincare, but they have makeup too. All of their stuff is very good. They actually have some really good blurred lip products. All of their stuff is excellent, and it is very affordable. I don't know how much my audience is interested in that makeup, but it is really good and it's priced really well. Thank you, Pirate Cat 94. You guys say you like the mix of products. I do the Crazy Luxe Beauty series for those of us who, want to hear more about the really expensive stuff because, I think for a lot of us, like we're willing to buy it if it's expensive. It just has to be really good, right? Ashley the Bee said, I'm so happy Cyclar is at Sephora. Ooh, I have one of their hand creams and it smells amazing. That's a really good brand. Stephanie says, I have the Mommy Wada. Yeah, that spray is really good. Amy says, I just got 2 more Sweet eye patches today. It's my 5th and 6th ones. Love them. Yeah, those are so good. Skincare Live. The eye patches sold out for a bit. Sephordable. I call those prestige brands. Sephordable. I love that. Yeah, I just say prestige. That's what they say on QVC. Prestige. What shade of Water Fresh tint do you wear? I wear medium light. I think it's called medium light. I go slightly deeper with the Water Fresh tint. I feel like it gives me a little healthy glow. I don't want to be washed out. So I go slightly deeper than I would with like the Les Beiges foundation. Skincare Live with a light sprinkle of makeup. There are two types of Water Fresh. There's the tint and the touch. The touch has more pigment. I like the tint better than the touch. I don't know. Every time I use the touch, it's not my fave, but I will mix them. I'll kind of mix them together to get like the perfect coverage. Oh, Sarah said I had a comment that really hurt my feelings. Why are people mean? It's okay, Sarah. Sometimes people, they're just kind of like, they're not mean, they're just irritated and then they just want to express themselves. Or they're just being mean because of something else that's bothering them. Sometimes I think people leave me comments because they actually do care and they do like to watch my channel, but they want something different from me and it might just not be relevant and like they're the only one that wants it or it's a small group of people. Like sometimes I think it comes from a place where people do actually want to see the content from me or they're invested in the channel, but they're like, why don't you make this? Why don't you make these videos? And I'm just like, I can't make any more videos. I work all the time. I'm trying to have a life this year. I'm like, if I could make more videos, I would. I like making videos. Jasmine Blues is heart eyes emoji. It is so It's so good. It smells so nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jocelyn. Yeah, for anybody who missed it, I did like a podcast interview with my YouTube coach. I was on her channel. So I put the link in the description box if you want to watch it. It's like an hour and a half long. Was a little nervous to listen to it because I get embarrassed, but I listened to it today and I was like, oh, I like it. I stand by what I said. Also, just so you know, in that interview, I was sick. Like it was the first day where I like could kind of where I could speak because remember how I like got sick and lost my voice and I had to like cancel the lives. That was like the first day when I could actually speak. So I do sound a little bit weird in the interview because I'm trying not to cough the whole time. So if I sound a little bit different, that's why. But I think I sounded okay. Good night, Alicia. If you need to go to bed, it's all good. Oh, I just realized what time it is. We need to start the members live. We'll do a little mini members live. Mama Pistachio. OMG, yes, Suku and Luna Soul. The store has Byredo, yes. Sweet, Viziar, yes. Edem and Alpen. Oh my God, all my favorite brands. Our store will definitely have Westman Atelier. Absolutely. Mandy says no Too Faced, Lisa Eldridge, and Victoria Beckham for sure. Oh no, she's discontinuing the Muse palette. Why would she do that? I thought that was like a popular one. Yes to Viziart. Could you imagine if I had like an online store and it had all these things? Isn't Versed the same as Merit? Oh, the same people as Merit. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. I always forget that. Yes, it's the same people as Merit, but it's a little more like skincare focused, I think. It's yeah, it's just like a different brand. But yeah, it's the same founder to my knowledge. Can the store have Glossier too? Yes, it can. Wendy says, by the way, I live in a very Greek area, though I am not Greek. You would have loved the fireworks shows all weekend from my neighbors. Sounds like a party. Oh, Miriam says she didn't really like the new Tom Ford perfume that much. You can try the blue Victoria Beckham perfume. I just got that one. Thank you for offering to send me a sample, though. I got that one. And I was reminded because I got the travel size and I was going through my travel size Orabella perfumes today. And then I was like, ooh, yeah, got to make sure I pack this for a trip. Um, QVC is still around. It is still around. It is still around. Yes. They've contacted me a few times. I thought it would be replaced by Whatnot. Yeah, I mean, Whatnot is pretty big now too. Is this live? Yes, Tinkerbell, it's live. You live. Yes, Sarah, you are doing an amazing job. Don't listen to it. Just keep going. Okay, friends, we got to start the members live. We're going to do just like a little bonus live, like a mini bonus live, because I did film a video for you guys today, but we'll keep the party going. I am going to run to the ladies' room real quick and then I will start the next live stream. But I had so much fun with you guys. Definitely keep thinking what we should name our store and which brands would be included and which ones would be banished from the store. And yeah, guys, I will bring my Dior goodies to the next live. And happy Sephora sale shopping. Links are in the shopping guide if you want to check out anything I talked about today, the shades and everything. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.